Do you ever feel like your English is good, but something is just a little off? You've got a great vocabulary, you know the grammar rules, but you still don't have the confidence of a native speaker. It's a frustrating feeling, right? Like you're on one side of a river and fluency is on the other, just out of reach. Well, the good news is you're not alone, and the fix is probably easier than you think. You're likely making a few small common mistakes that even advanced learners stumble over. In fact, these little errors are one of the main reasons learners feel stuck and can't seem to level up. In this video, we're not just going to point out these errors, we're going to crush them. We'll use the GILP method. That's grammar, idioms, Lexis, and pronunciation. This is a way of looking at the whole picture, understanding that all these pieces have to work together for you to sound natural and fluent. Fixing these specific mistakes is going to seriously boost your fluency, grow your vocabulary in a useful way, and make you sound way more confident. If that's what you're looking for, make sure you subscribe for more lessons to take your English to the next level. Let's jump in. Imagine you're talking to a new coworker, and you say, "I have been living here since 3 years." It's an impressive sentence. You're using the present perfect continuous, which is awesome. But that one tiny word, since, instead of for, sends a little signal to a native speaker that something isn't quite right. It's like wearing a perfectly tailored suit with one mismatched button. It's a small detail, but it changes the whole vibe. These are the kinds of mistakes we're tackling today. They're subtle, they're stubborn, and they are the key to finally breaking through to that next level of fluency you've been working so hard to achieve. Mistake number 1, and it's a big one, using a, an, and the incorrectly. The most common issue I see is using the when making a general statement. For example, "The life is beautiful." But in English, when we talk about a general concept, we drop the article. So instead of "the life is beautiful," you'd say "life is beautiful." Instead of "I love the books," if you mean all books in general, you just say "I love books." You only use the when you're being specific, like "I'm reading about the life of Michael Jackson," or "the books on that shelf are old." Mistake number 2 is using the past tense twice in a negative sentence. For example, "I didn't went to the party," or "she didn't ate her breakfast." The word didn't already carries the past tense power. The main verb that follows should stay in its base form. So, "I didn't go to the party," or "she didn't eat her breakfast." Simple fix, big improvement. Mistake number 3 is about word order in indirect questions. Many learners say, "Could you tell me where is the station?" But in indirect questions, the order is question word plus subject plus verb. So the correct version is, "Could you tell me where the station is?" Or, "I want to know why you left." Just follow this formula, and your English will instantly sound more polished. Mistake number 4 is confusing lend and borrow. Many learners say, "Can you borrow me a pen?" But borrow means to take, and lend means to give. The correct version is, "Can I borrow a pen?" or "Could you lend me a pen?" Always think the borrower takes, the lender gives. Mistake number 5. Writing would of instead of would have. This happens because would of sounds like would of in fast speech, but of is a preposition and can't follow a modal verb. The correct version is, "I would have come to the party," not "I would have come." Same goes for could have and should have. Mistake number 6, mixing up since and for. Remember that for is used for duration. Since is for a starting point. So, "I have worked here for 5 years," or "I have worked here since 2020. Mistake number 7, confusing fun and funny. Funny makes you laugh.
Fun is enjoyable. A comedian is funny. A vacation is fun. Get that distinction right and you'll sound much clearer. Mistake number 8, redundancy, like saying past experience. The word experience already means the past. Just say, my experience includes. It's shorter, sharper, and more professional. Mistake number 9, mixing up I and me. For example, me and my friend went to the cinema. A simple trick, remove the other person. Would you say, me went? No, it's I went. So it's my friend and I went to the cinema. But when receiving the action, it's the email was sent to John and me, not John and I. Mistake number 10, less versus fewer. Fewer is for things you count. Less is for things you can't. So fewer people, but less water. Now, on to pronunciation. Mistake 11 is dropping final consonants. For example, I like a lot, instead of I liked it a lot. Final sounds like ed, s, and t carry meaning. Don't drop them. Practice exaggerating them until it feels natural. Mistake 12, the tricky th sound. Many learners replace it with s, T, or D, but for think and this, the tongue must lightly touch the teeth. Practice pairs like think, sink, and den. It takes time, but it's worth it. Mistake 13, wrong word stress. For example, record versus record. Stress changes meaning. Always check pronunciation in a dictionary and practice exaggerating the stressed syllable. Mistake 14, the American T turning into a soft D. Words like water sound like water, and better like better. You'll still be understood if you pronounce the hard T, but if you want to sound more natural in American English, practice the flap T. We've covered a lot today, from grammar to pronunciation, but fluency isn't just about learning thousands of new words. It's about mastering the details of the words and structures you already use. Here's my challenge. Pick one mistake from today that you know you make. Write a correct sentence in the comments. For example, I have been studying English for 2 years. I'll be reading and replying, so don't be shy. Remember, mistakes are part of learning. Even native speakers make them. The goal is not perfection, it's awareness and confidence. With the GILP framework, grammar, idioms, Lexis, and pronunciation, you can take your English from good to great. Keep practicing, stay curious, and don't be afraid to speak. You're closer to fluency than you think. Thanks for watching. I'm Wisdom, and this is Speak Fluent English. See you in the next lesson.